Hey guys, Matt here. Today is the end of an era. I have just sold this. I love this thing, and it's done me very well. It was my first proper preamp. It was a big step up for me. I had done a little bit of research and heard that this one was a great buy, and I think I picked it up for about $350 Australian second hand. And I've used it on a lot of voiceovers, snare drum hits, and more recently did some bass through it, which was exciting as well. And so yeah, I've decided to let it go. Why? Because I'm upgrading, of course. I probably put that in my title. Title's at the bottom. I got that right this time. Essentially, I just want to get the better version. Everybody talks about how great this thing is with Carn Hills, and I thought, well, rather than mucking around with this and molesting it and probably blowing myself up or blowing somebody else up who might be standing near me, or sending it away, which I also, in Australia, it's a bit difficult. If I was in America, I know there's a few people over there doing the mods, but over here, it cost me a chunk of money, and I just thought, nah, that's not an option. Rather than doing all that, I thought, nah, let's just leave it as is, sell it to somebody who can use it as is, and put that money towards a better one. So at this point in time, I'm sort of deciding between the Premier version and a Plus version. I'm not really sure which way I want to go. Plus version has the Carn Hills, but it doesn't sort of have any of the other fancy bits that the Premier version has. So I'm probably going to lean towards the Premier version. Don't know if I want to go 500 series or desk. I do like the look of this on the desk. Some people get annoyed by the shape and the whatever. I'm kind of used to it now. I think it would look nice next to my Isa 1. I don't know. It's a bit of a studio wank, but I guess we've got to have a few of those in our lives. We can't be entirely practical. Sometimes we have to be about show and looks. So yeah, I mean, that could be the option as well. And probably for the practicality of it too, being able to sort of move it around, or, you know, it's sitting right there on my desk. In the 500 gear, it's a little more tricky, a little more fiddly. And then, you know, once I put the 500 version in there, that gives me one less 500 slot. So that's another consideration. But anyway, I basically, I don't know what I'm going to end up buying. You're lucky, you can just fast forward in the video and you'll find out straight away. For me, I'll have to wait 1 or 2 weeks. But essentially what I wanted to do today with this video was to have, you know, a pretty standard mic that a lot of people are going to have, the NTK or the K2, running it through this. I've got the gain quite high. The idea is that, you know, when I switch on the new one that I buy, you'll be able to hear that difference. Kids are in the background playing video games. You can probably hear the screams. That's not torture, that's just video games. Shrek. Anyway, so you'll be able to hear the difference that transformer's going to make, the whole unit itself is going to make. What I'm going to do now is we're going to go to phase 2 of this video. This will be gone. The new one will be sitting right here. Hopefully I can get all this set up so this looks really cool. And here we go. Did it work? Hey, it worked. Check it out. It's the Pre-73 Premier. It's a pretty good looking little unit. Got a few extra little buttons and switches on it. Some of the regular stuff from the other one. Some interesting things in here. We've got a pad now, as in an output pad. We've also got this switch here with a bass roll off, which is really handy for mics like this that don't come with it. So here's the 50 hertz. Let's have a listen to this. Okay, yep. So doesn't really change much. Just going to drop some of that real low rumble. Let's have a listen to the 200 now. Okay. Yeah, there's a little more, almost feels like there's a bit more low mid information in there, strangely. Don't know why that would be, but anyway. So we'll switch that off and let's have a look at this air function. Here we go. This is 3 dB of air. We're going to switch this on right now. That's 3 dB of air. Okay. So a little bit of sizzle in the top. Okay. Yep. We'll go for 6 dB now. Let's have a listen to that. Okay. So now this is 6 dB. Wow. That's pretty bright. It's a lot of sizzle. For a mic like this, it's really obvious. Could be good for vintage mics and ribbon mics, that sort of thing. Even brightening up some other instruments, maybe running some bass in. You could chuck a little bit on there, might give you a little bit more in the top as well, just to kind of accentuate that. It's definitely a handy little function to have. I'm pretty keen to try some bass in this, actually. I was running a fair bit into the old unit, and so I'm keen to hear how it goes through this. I'm going to try this as well. I've got a NOS Mullard coming, and I'm going to swap that into this, and I'll try it through here as well, and you'll be able to hear that soon, hopefully. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, that's about it, really. Tell me what you think, whether you like it or not. I think it's pretty good. I really like this sound. It sounds a little bit clearer than the other one. The other one sounded just, I don't know, a little bit muddy, maybe in the low mids or something. This one just has a really nice clarity to it, which I like. So let's have a look at this. I'm actually going to try and wind up this transformer, and I'll balance the output at the same time. So we'll wind that up a bit. Let's go a bit more. How about that? Yeah, okay. So that's running the gain a bit harder now. That's a really nice sound. I really like that. That's fantastic. I'm loving that. I think... I don't know how close I am to peaking, because I can't see the little lights at the same time as I'm talking to you, but I really do like that sound. Quite nice. Very impressive. Yeah, cool. Okay, I'm going to wind this back down so it's back to where it was. That's about it there, so... Okay, cool. Got it for a steal too after I sold my other one. Didn't have to pay a heck of a lot more money, and I got this from gear4music.com in the UK. Shipping to Australia was really cheap. The unit itself was priced really competitively. They're not paying me to say this, by the way. I'm just really excited about getting this for such a good deal. So go check them out. Definitely worth having a look. Anyway, that's it for me. That's enough rambling. Hope you've enjoyed watching the video. Hope you enjoyed some of my visual trickery that I threw in there. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe. Keep an eye out on the channel. I've got a few things coming up. I had some extra gear come from gear4music.com. Gonna review a couple of things, and I've got the new tube coming for this as well, which I'm gonna drop in there and have a bit of fun. Got some mic capsules that I've done some swaps with, and yeah, so there's a few things coming up. It's pretty exciting. Keep an eye on the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.